But, we'll fight it out after they run in New Mexico, Arizona, Utah,
we will stop it before it ever gets that far.
Some might call that prior restraint. You know what? You can stop us. Some news outlet will pick it up.
Mr. was standing there with his pants down, bare genitals.
Yep. My dad never, ever did anything like that.
None of this is true. This is all fantasy.
Doesn't matter. This trash airs. Our reputation is in the toilet.
It'll never, ever get that far.
You know what? I can leave you this one because I've got plenty of copies.
What do you hope to gain with all this? We agree to Acker's ridiculous demands and you don't run this garbage?
It's illegal to do that. No lawyer can play one case off another. It is unethical and it is blackmail.
She's right. This is Olivia Bitsui. She's a photographer. In fact, she took this self-portrait. It's really lovely. Here's another picture she took 54 years ago.
Kevin, say nothing.
No, Kim, I got this.
Kevin, I'm strongly advising you.
I know this picture. My dad bought it fair and square. I have a copy of it hanging in my office at home.
I think we all just heard Mr. Wachtel admit that he...
You saw. I hate it with all my heart and soul, but you gotta applaud it. Let's applaud this. Let's applaud this. I like this episode. You know I like this episode? I'm going through a range of human emotion. It got me acting in this motherfucker. I hate you motherfuckers. But I gotta applaud this fly shit. He pulled out what became the logo for this soon to be like multi-billion-dollar company, right? And let me guess, she has not been given, she wasn't paid properly for that image, right? That's how this is gonna go. Holy shit. And she kept saying, she knew exactly where it was going. This is what's dope about like lawyers and shit like that, because that's how it would be. Like, she saw it coming, and then she was like, please, no, Kevin, please. Oh, and he said, no, I got this, because that's who he is. Once again, I gotta applaud it again. The motherfucker Jimmy, he makes you walk. And now as Saul, which is the Super Saiyan Jimmy. That's when Naruto becomes cool with Kurama. That's what happens with Saul here. Cause he let that man walk directly into this. Like, he's getting worked up, you know what I'm saying, testing nuts, and then he gonna play his father. You ain't gonna keep talking about my pappy. And they showed that shit at the beginning to let us know.
I think we all just heard Mr. Wachtel admit that he owns a copy of Olivia Bitsui's photo, a photo that looks remarkably like the official Mesa Verde logo.
That's right. We own it.
You own a copy of the photo, you don't own the rights to it. That's copyright infringement.
You'll never be able to prove that.
Looks like a mirror image there. So I think I could convince a judge and probably a jury that Mesa Verde misappropriated Miss Bitsui's intellectual property. We filed an injunction, so you're gonna have to take down all your horsey logos, or if you throw a big tarp over them, till we can get this thing settled. Shouldn't take more than, I don't know, a couple years.
And he's whistling, we're in the money? Oh, God.
We notify the stations that they're susceptible to a libel suit if they air.
It might be an extended game of whack-a-mole.
Rich, any way you slice this, it's a long-haul battle. We have to take things one at a time. Please, don't do anything rash. Let your lawyers take care of it. We'll fix this.
Kim, can I just go to the men's room?
No lie, though, if my lawyers are all in a room sounding like kids working on a group project where everyone is just yelling, I'd be panicking like a motherfucker. But you see him? Yo, I hope this man don't have a fucking heart attack in the bathroom. This is the type of show where he gonna go to the bathroom and we don't ever see him again. He about to put a hit out on
505 503 4455 today. Where are you? I let Acker stay in his shitty little house and I move my call center and all the rest of it goes away. Is that the game?
As your counselor, Ms. Wexler, informed you, I'm not allowed to do that. It's a world where Mr. Acker gets to keep his house, plus the $45,000 you were going to pay him for his pain and suffering. And in this world, you throw in a public apology. And imagine a world where a Native American photographer Olivia Bitsui is compensated $200,000 for the use of her photo, in addition to receiving future credit for the inspiration and use of the logo from Mesa Verde. I can imagine a world where the injunction disappears. And those commercials, well, they'll never see the light of day. You can open your eyes now. Can you imagine a world where we shake hands on that? Man to man?
Turn off the vehicle, drop the keys out the window.
That's pretty perfect, right?
Yo, is she about to steal on him?
You were concerned that Rich was suspicious. Did he say anything?
No.
Great. See? That anger, real anger.
She rolling up
it
them
worked
sleeves.
like a protective immunity shield, you know? I mean, so what did Kevin say?
He said he was tired of lawyers.
Wait, do the voice. You gotta
No,
do the
no, no,
voice.
no, no.
Wants to be done with all of it. We explained that your agreement is non-binding, but he doesn't care.
We should celebrate. Really. We'll go to a
There's more, ain't
steakhouse,
there?
get a couple bottles of red wine, some tiramisu, the whole 9 yards. Acker gets to keep his home, plus a nice chunk of change. Olivia Bitsui gets reparations for being cheated. And Kevin still gets his call center. Everybody wins.
You win, Jimmy.
What?
I don't trust you.
Why?
You played me. You made me the sucker. Again.
Again? What? Wait, how can you be the sucker? It was your plan.
Oh, fuck you, Jimmy.
Just-
No, you turned you and me versus the bank into you versus me.
You have plausible deniability.
Jesus, Jimmy. You can excuse stabbing me in the back by making it about protecting me?
It will never happen again.
That's a lie.
Well, I swear, it won't.
Look me in the eye and tell me it'll never happen again.
Kim, why we even doing that?
You don't believe yourself. It is a lie. You lie. I lie. This has to end. If you don't see it, I don't know what to say because we are at a breaking point.
God.
Either we end this now, and enjoy the time we had and go our separate ways, or we're
What?
Or maybe we get married.
What the fuck? Yo, this is one of my favorite episodes. Look, it was a range of emotion. But let's just focus directly on Jimmy. I'm not talking about Saul Goodman. I don't really give a fuck. I've already explained. Like, he's like a Super Saiyan version of Jimmy, right? He's an expert at this. And he's taking it to another level. And there was a moment in this where I was like, what the fuck? Why are we... What? And then by the end, I had to applaud it. Hustler activism. I'm thinking, okay, a Native American woman who did not get her proper compensation for that IP, guess what she about to get? And it's still not enough money, right? You ask me. Then Mr. Acker, he gets to stay and he gets broke off. He gets some bread, right? So it's like, and they get apologies. But, and hold on. So this how crazy this is going to sound. Kevin probably is going to hate this. Disgusted by it. The man is going to get clout from it. He's going to get fucking clout from apologizing and correcting mistakes from the past. Yo, I wanted to be mad at Jimmy. I'm like, why the fuck are you doing this? And then by the end, it was just, oh, yeah. Because as it went on, it's like, yo, and he could do this to her. And then by the end, it was just, okay, she the only one who might get hurt. But then I don't care because she's the one who stuck around with him. Okay. Listen, the writers wrote me into a corner. Shit was great, man. That shit was fantastic. Yo, I feel like I said everything I had to say during the episode. Let me think. Let me think. Oh, all this happens, hustle activism and all this. And now this woman is asking to marry him. When the look on her face said at the whole time, just go pay attention to her face right before she talks about marriage. Like right before it, you could see there was a change. But all the way up until that, it was, yo, you did this to me, and you know, how could you do that? And as I said it, but I see the person fold the jacket neatly and then roll up their sleeves. It was an ass whooping coming, but that didn't take place. I keep expecting ass whoopings. I should know after this long in this show. I could have swore Kevin was gonna steal on that motherfucker. But the marriage thing is like, whoa, what? I wasn't expecting that. And then the show, this how funny this show is. They show Kim as a child. And because they do certain things since Breaking Bad with those cold opens, we've come to expect certain things like, oh, so this is going to be, they're probably going to break up, right? Or, oh, like we think we're watching one thing happen on the screen, and it turns out it's like something completely different. Dog, in one scene, one scene, I went from being like so just annoyed to fire, right? And it's the shock of everybody involved, including us. 4 million. Okay, but us as the viewer, at least me, I'm like, okay, 4 million. Wait, is she in on this? Nah, she looked like, you know what I mean? Because maybe off screen they could have spoken something. Nah, okay, so that last conversation, that was the one that stuck. You know, this is all happening in like 2 or 3 seconds. I'm thinking this. So he's doing this on his own. Okay, what's this going to be? He shows the video. It's so cheesy. It's so bad. You see Kev getting worked up. Then that man pulls out something else, and pulls out the photo, and he gets Kevin to admit he knows what he's doing. The thing about his hustle is he gets you. He's not working you as much as he's laying something down, and if you're not paying attention, you're going to be going in a course that he set up, right? Like, and so by the time Kevin says what he says, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because I'm applauding it because he killing him. By the time he got to Olivia Betsui, I'm like, yo, he killed him. He, a room full of lawyers, he's number one right now, right? And then we go to Kevin going outside to speak to him. And he makes sure, nope, I don't know why you keep saying that. I'm not using one for another. I'm not doing, you heard your counsel tell you, nah, I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. All right. So as that's happening, I'm like, dog. But then he lays down everything. Saul does. Lays down everything. And I go, wait a minute. Yo, wait, hold on. None of this sounds bad. The only thing bad is she may be affected. So with the look on her face, I'm like, did she get fired? Did something bad happen? Nothing bad happened. Watch this. The worst thing that happened was she felt bad because she got hustled. Kim, I'm back on your ass now. You mad because you got hustled, not because he had the nerve to do it. You know what I mean? But in order for the plan to work and for plausible deniability, you feel me? Listen, Saul, Slippin' Jimmy, Chuck's brother. Whew. And then, yo, when he got the hookers and asked to use a bit of their time for like about an hour. I'm like, okay, yo, is this going to be the plan that he utilizes for to get Kev out the paint? And I'm like, okay, nah. It's Hamlin, right? And then he gets on the phone with somebody named Olivia Betsui. The way they worked that shit was fire because it's not that you forget about his goings on with Hamlin. It's just right now I'm thinking, okay, maybe he's not. But then he's on the phone, Olivia Betsui, you remember blah, blah, blah. Man, that's one of my favorite episodes because the fact that it was able to get those reactions from me. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck is he doing? Like dead ass serious. And 4 or 5 months later, my stomach growled like a motherfucker. I hope the bike get picked that shit. 4 or 5 minutes later, I'm sitting there like, this is extravagance. This is, you know what I mean? Like, this is too much hustle for everybody involved. Did you hear how he had a room full of lawyers sounding high-level attorneys? They chickens with their head cut off. No, listen, blah, 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 blah. He's like, I'm going to the bathroom. And then he did what he did. Fantastic. Hey. Whew. Oh, wait. Almost forgot. Lalo, because that shit was... No, oh, here's another thing. Watch this. There was a point in the episode where I was like, okay, enough with that Acker shit. I either do it or don't. Like, that's what I was with it. I didn't give a fuck no more, like, truthfully, because I was just, okay, you ain't gonna do it, or what else? What else could come of it? And I was like, okay, let's get to this. Now, let's get to this. What they did to Lalo. Once again, today edited the episode where Mike shoots the sneakers to let the dope fall on the truck and it ruins the Salamanca supply line some more. But he's firing random shots, pow, and then paying attention to him, pow, and to let them think, oh, it's just hunting going on. Ain't nobody firing at us and nothing like that. So when they hear another errant shot, they're going to think, oh, like they're not going to think anything, right? So that's the thing about Mike is he gets it to the details to the point where he lets things set up, right? He takes his time with it, lets him set it up, right? Like he had that goofy librarian chick. He worked her, got her to call and add some info. Then he goes in there because he knows how, some high-ranking detective or something like that would talk. Motherfuckers is sitting there, and he just start talking to somebody in there. It looked like an intern or some shit, or office worker. He just had a badge, but not like, like a swiping badge, not like a, officer's badge. And he fucking got that man to take some more evidence into them, and they went to go check it out. Now look at where Lalo at. They got Lalo under the gun, and I will say I saw a thumbnail that has Lalo on it, or the things. I try not to pay attention to it, and what's crazy, that's the only thumbnail I remember of the episodes that are coming forward. So obviously he gets out, But yeah, man, this was a fantastic episode. Because I just couldn't believe what I was watching. And by the end, I had to applaud it. Hey, next episode.